Hi, I'm Lisa Flynn with True to Dogs, and today I have a video for you in which I am training my puppy Nellie the command place. Place is actually one of my favorite commands. I'd say it's the favorite command, and because it has so many practical uses. What place means is for your dog to go to and stay on whatever you're indicating. So today I'm teaching Nellie to go to a cot outside. However, you can use a dog bed, an area rug. This can be used for, you can throw an old towel on the floor when you're at a friend's house and have your dog stay put on that. It's important to remember that place needs to be on something. You can't just point at an area on the ground and expect your dog to stay there. It has to have some parameters that your dog can understand. So that's why I say a dog bed or an area rug, because you want your dog to be able to understand the difference between being on the place and off of the place. Now in the beginning, you're going to want to bring your dog all the way over to the place and use your body language to encourage them to get on it. As a matter of fact, sometimes you may need to get on it in the beginning as well to show them what they need to do. You can't just point at something. Now eventually we can teach the concept of a point, but dogs don't know what a point is in the beginning. When I point at something, your eyes are going to follow my finger to whatever I'm pointing at. But your dog sees your finger. So they don't understand the whole concept of the idea behind a point. We'll need to teach that as we're teaching the place command. Okay then, let's go teach Nellie how to place. So you can see how I'm using my body language to encourage Nellie to get onto the place. Right there, I actually went over the top of it myself to help her out. A lot of dogs are afraid to maneuver over new obstacles in the beginning. Nellie's a terrier, so she's not afraid. But as a demonstration, it's almost as if I'm dancing with her, leading her with my body language, and she has no choice but to get onto the place there. Don't forget to use your release command to let your dog know when it's okay to come off of the place. You'll see I'm using a hand signal when I open my arms to let her know that it's okay, as well as giving her her release command. See how I'm leading her with the leg that is closest to her? She's following my leg to get onto the place. So I want to be sure to use my body language to help her out. Again, using the leg that's closest to her to lead her to the place. Think about dancing. Think about leading as if you're dancing. I also use my body to block her in case she tries to come a little too far off of the place. Starting to introduce the hand signal there, which will turn into a point for her to go away from me. See how when I lead with the opposite leg, she doesn't understand, but as soon as I move with the leg closest to her, she understands. So it's important to recognize how our body language plays a factor in training. It can be very helpful, but it can also confuse our dogs if our body is saying one thing while our commands are saying something different.
Good girl. Good girl.
Can add a little distraction here. Nellie's job is to stay on the place until I give her permission to come off by using the release command. A little further away now, we're putting some distance between me and the place where she's leaving my side to get onto it. And as you're practicing, you'll build up the distance. Again, using body language there, you'll build up the distance that she's traveling away from you to get onto place. So like I said, place is my absolute favorite command because there's so many practical uses for it. You can teach your dog to go to the landing or to a dog bed when company comes to the door. This is to get on the scale at the vet's. And it's not just the practical uses, because the whole theory behind the command is what's important as well. So overcoming different obstacles, maneuvering on getting onto different obstacles can be confidence building for your dog. Most of us are familiar with the sport of agility, you know, where the dogs run through the hoops and the tunnels and all of that. It's a really fun sport. But more importantly, agility is based on something called utility. And utility is what we use for search and rescue dogs and police dogs to help them to maneuver over different obstacles and therefore gain confidence. So by teaching your dog place, you're not only having them understand the command of holding still and staying somewhere, but you're also helping to build their confidence. I'd love to hear how your training is going, and I'd really love to hear if you've found any fun things to use as place for your dog. I'd love to see some pictures. Feel free to post some pictures on my Facebook page, and also make some comments below.